Right. So this is gonna be like a quick and dirty guide on how to set up Lui Aura for Augmented Blade for Warriors. It's not gonna be edited, so just bear with me. First thing you need to do is grab the Lui Aura add-on. I recommend using Curse Climb for that because the add-on folders for Wildstar are kept in a hidden application roaming folder. You don't want to deal with manual installation on that. Now, obviously, you already know how to do it on Curse Cloud, I assume. If not, it's very easy. Just once you have Wildstar added, oh, I gotta update that. You gotta get more add-ons. You wait for the database to unzip, and you type in like Lui Aura. That's the name of the add-on. Uh, right. Actually, did I type that right? Okay. Oh yeah, there's a space. Stupid. There you go. That's the one you need. Once you do that, exit that, get in game. You can do all the games too, it doesn't matter. Once you're in game, to open up the add-on, a couple ways. One is to just open the blue arrow here, click it. That's the easy way. The other way is to just type in Lui Aura, and it would show it up. Now I'm going to show you what mine looks like right now. It's already set up, then I'll go guide you through the steps of how to set it up. Basically, the way I decided is to have different colors for it. When it's on, I have it as orange, keeps track of the stacks, and it's on. And when I turn it off, as you can see, it still shows my stacks, but it turns to blue, as in cooldown, as in the buff is not up, and the stacks go down. I like it that way. So, the way you wanna play with Lui Aura, first initially, what I recommend, and that's based on you, is to disable all the datascape and general archives and initialization core, because by default they're enabled. I don't use those, but you know they're probably useful for certain annoying things or important things for the bosses. Then you want to go to tracking, and well, this is how it's set up. You'll need two triggers in Aura, but we're going to just go ahead and enter Aura here under tracking. We'll have that selected and click the Add Aura button, and we're going to call that. You just pick a name here, doesn't really matter much, but let's call it Augmented Blade 2. You want to press Enter so it saves up. And one thing you want to specifically do for Augmented Blade is change the behavior to any, because we have two triggers and either of them could be on or off. Usually Kinetic Rage is up at any time. If you want to add a description just for your own knowledge, like, it's up to you, it doesn't really matter. And then here you can control where it's on, out of combat, in group, raid, solo. Like, if you only have Augmented Blade on your first action set, you can leave it so it only shows in your first action set, and it doesn't show when you're in your power link set. And then the second, yeah, that's the same thing. Right now, it's set by default to enable and locked. You can just gonna unlock it for now, which lets us move it around. You can put whatever you want to. Like, let's say we put it here for now because my other one's on the other side. Now, initially, it's just gonna look like that. Doesn't really matter. Second thing you want to do is go under appearance and sound and change the icon that's here. Now, due to the nature of the whole setup with the cover thing, I think it's best that you pick. Yeah, you just click here on browse icons and you pick it. Usually I prefer, you want a white one, doesn't really matter which one. Let's pick this little cute ghost here. Right, and you can scroll down here and change the scale of it, make it smaller, make it bigger, a little bit bigger for now, 1.8. Text and overlay. Now, right now it doesn't really matter here. Right now, this will change. We'll have to come in here and change something in a little bit. But for now, don't touch that. You don't have to worry about that. Right, so we picked an icon, we set up that. We can leave it locked for now. And then once we're done with the aura, you want to click on it and add a trigger to it. And this is where we're going to set up our kinetic drain aura, the one that tracks the drain and the stacks. Now for the name, you want to again pick whatever you want. Let's say kinetic drain. Right. You want to change the behavior as pass, leave it at that, and then the trigger type is actually a buff, even though it's actually a debuff. It's weird, don't ask me why. And then you want to, actually this is the point where it's important, you have to type the exact actual name of the spell, or you can look up the spell ID. I prefer to just type in the exact name. In this case it's Kinetic Rage, one space, Augmented Blade. It used to be called Kinetic Drain. They changed it. I don't give a fuck what. Then you want to pick a unit, and you want to make sure it says the player always. That's also an important part of this part. And then, right, once you do that, let's disable this one so it doesn't show. Once you design this trigger, Kinetic Drain, everything, and it's set up, you want to go back to here to your Aura, Augmented Blade. And automatically picks it up, by the way, and it uses that as a source for the overlay. So actually, you don't need to change it apparently. Right, and once you do that, and you lock it, you want to lock it so it doesn't, so it actually works and doesn't. And you want to make sure they're both enabled. I think they're that by default. And once we use it, it's supposed to show a little white ghost and keep like a little track of the stacks here for us. Cute, huh? Right, but that's just the Kinetic Rage. It doesn't tell you when you have it on or off, and you can just set up something like that. That's what I used to have, but then I decided to want to be able to track based on colors when it's on or off. So I went in and made another trigger for mine, and I called it obviously Augmented Blade. Done. Behavior, pass, doesn't really matter. Again, buff, again, has to be on the player. And this one, it's actually called Augmented Blade, literally. Now, because if you don't, if you leave it like that, it's just gonna again only keep track of the kinetic, because you didn't change anything. The second trigger makes no additional changes like effects and things like that, so it's only going to look like that again. But it's tracking it, and the way you can tell, for example, is you go into, you select the low, you go into additional trigger effects, you make sure you click enable, and just pick a color, like for example, let's say teal, doesn't matter. And you hit enter here, I think, not quite sure, doesn't matter. You don't choose an icon, the icon is based on the aura, not the trigger. You close that, and what that's gonna do, ideally, is change it to orange, yellowish, when you have Augmented Blade on, and then change it to nothing when it's off. Now you can do the same thing as I did with Kinetic Drain trigger, go into additional trigger effects, enable that, and pick a different color based on when you want to have it off. Let's say purple, not the best purple, but whatever, I picked right now. Save that, probably will enter, and what that's gonna do is that when Augmented Blade is on, it's gonna show the orange one that we picked, and when it's off, it's gonna go purple. Now the key part here is to make sure you pick a white sprite icon for your aura. The way we just went in here and did this. You make sure it has to be white, or it messes with the color, it makes them black, it doesn't, it's complicated. And this is it. This is actually, it's not very hard. You just gotta make sure you type in the Kinetic Rage Augmented Blade here, right? You have it all enabled. If you want to move it around, again, just uncheck the lock thing, move the little guy around. And you can play with additional options as well if you want to. Again, appearance and sound, you can make a special sound when it's up to you. You can change the scale, that's up to you, but this is one nice and easy, convenient way to set it up. And I picked the colors of orange and blue for mine, or I think they're oh, and this is how you basically disable an entire aura. You just click that and you go back, and I'm gonna put my old one back on. I picked the orange and things because I like the way it basically displays rage on, it's red, and when I'm in cooldown mode, it's blue. Just like a little bit of a furnace kind of thing. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully you kind of survived through this whole guide, and thank you for watching.